OSCW TV, brought to you exclusively from Xmedia Productions here at Xmedia.tv. Jason Matthews here, along with Reginald Vanderhoff in the announce position.
The best looking man in the announce booth.
Well, I don't know about that, but here we see a true legend, an icon of hardcore wrestling, Al Snow, and frequent guest of the OSCW, making his way to the ring with his tag team attraction, where he'll be teaming up with Jon Malus to take on Hexxon and Brandon Paradise. Al Snow and Head, along with Jon Malus, clear the ring out to start things up. I can only imagine where this match is going to go.
Alfred, Batman's butler?
Not Alfred Pennyworth, Al Snow. The frequent guest of OSCW, the man who is no stranger to WrestleMania, the man who revolutionized the wrestling world in the original ECW. This is the man, Al Snow. This man has a Hall of Fame career in OSCW.
Ah, the styrofoam head guy. He doesn't look so tough now, does he, Jason?
Well, getting attacked from behind by two grown men, definitely. And here we see Hexxon and Brandon Paradise. This may be the first time that they've teamed up here in OSCW, but they are working as a well-oiled machine, working over the near 300-pound Jon Malus.
You know you got to be an angry janitor when you have to wear a mask, Jason.
I don't want to see what's behind that mask. Lord only knows what Hexxon's been hiding. But here we see a vicious right uppercut to Jon Malus, who's trying to shake off the cobwebs because he got jumped early in this match. Job Squad for life now in the corner. Hexxon driving that shoulder into Jon Malus, now bringing him back into the corner.
Jon Malus a little too much sun in this week. Brandon Paradise, look at that. What an athlete. What a stud.
Brandon Paradise emerging on the single scene here at OSCW since breaking off his tag team with Nick Kismet. Both men have been on a trail to success so far since breaking into singles action.
And I would think this is smart. Work over Jon Malus. Keep the 23-year veteran Al Snow, keep all that experience and all that moxie back in his corner, keep him out of the ring.
Double elbow on Jon Malus, who goes down. That's going to be hard to breathe in the morning, folks. Pin from Hexxon, broken up by Al Snow. A lot of people don't realize Al Snow, they think of Job Squad, they think of Head, they think of ECW, they think of his recent stint in TNA as part of EV 2.0. But what they don't know, Al Snow, accomplished shoot fighter. Al Snow, accomplished MMA trainer. The man who trained Dan Severn.
Yes, he did.
He trained Dan Severn for his first run in the UFC, which he won the UFC title. Al Snow is a Renaissance man if there ever was one.
Look, I was kidding earlier. I know exactly who Al Snow is. I know what he's all about. I've managed against him twice, and unsuccessfully, unfortunately. But you know what? Hey, keep that guy over there in his corner, like I said. Work over Jon Malus. Jon Malus is no slouch.
Well, Jon Malus definitely no slouch. He was Al Snow's hand-picked tag team partner for this match.
Yeah. They made a couple of funny videos on YouTube, so what?
Well, here we see Jon Malus firing back up against Hexxon. Great tag team wrestling from Hexxon and Brandon Paradise, cutting that ring in half. Shades of the Midnight Express here, as Hexxon is denying that tag into Al Snow at all costs. Getting right in between Jon Malus and Al Snow, taking Jon Malus down to the canvas right now.
I'll tell you, look at Al Snow.
Al's not content to be on the sidelines in this one, folks. But he's going to be for a while. Let's see the tag into Brandon Paradise. Shot on those exposed ribs of Jon Malus. Ouch!
Brandon Paradise has got that BP1 on his tights, and he thinks he is #1, and he's proving it right now, isn't he?
Driving that boot right into the Adam's apple of Jon Malus. And a big heavyweight wrestler like Jon Malus, the man weighs 275 pounds. He needs every breath of oxygen he can get. And we see Brandon Paradise just relentless in attacking that midsection. Now whipping Jon Malus into the rope. Reversal by Jon Malus into an STO. Brandon Paradise down on his back. Could we be getting a tag right now? Brandon Paradise tags in Hexxon. Jon Malus inches away from tagging in.
No, he can't make it. Of course, these are no Dynasty men.
They're definitely not Dynasty men, but I think we're seeing an A game being brought here by Brandon Paradise and Hexxon.
But what you have to realize, Jon Malus, if I were working against Jon Malus, what I would do is try to take his wind away from me. You know, he was the victim of a vicious, brutal attack. Took him several months to recover. Man was actually stabbed in the chest. Multiple stitches, multiple stab wounds.
Jon Malus was indeed bleeding inside his chest from that accident. And here we see Brandon Paradise and Hexxon knowing that, attacking that sternum, attacking the throat, attacking the neck. Brandon Paradise just choking the life out of Jon Malus right now.
I mean, an absolute miracle that Jon Malus was even able to come back and compete in professional wrestling, much less taking on two quality athletes like your Intercontinental Champion, or at least his former Intercontinental Champion, I think, and Brandon Paradise, you know, formerly a Y2X, now out on his own.
Charisma Express Brandon Paradise with the quick tags in and out to Hexxon. Like, these men folks have never tagged up before in OSCW, and they're moving together tonight like they've been a tag team for years. Just cutting the ring in half, just abusing Jon Malus, and frustrating Al Snow, who might be on his way to a disqualification.
This Michael Burton, this referee, I'm sick of seeing him tonight. I just want to kick him in the face.
We see a modified Dragon Sleeper here by Hexxon on Jon Malus. Jon Malus is barely able to get a breath in, let alone any offense tonight. He's trying to get the crowd behind him. You can hear the crowd. They're making some noise for Jon Malus, wanting to get to his feet. We see Hexxon just overpowering Malus, just cutting his air off, and then a scoop slam.
Well, when you have a guy in your corner that's as big as powerful as Hexxon, you know, it's smart. Again, it's smart strategy to continue to beat on, work over Jon Malus instead of getting Al Snow in there, because Al Snow, you know, he's a former European champion. He's a former hardcore champion in the WWE.
Al Snow with no slouch, and Hexxon maybe making a cardinal mistake here by Jon with Al Snow instead of capitalizing on Jon Malus, who's laying on the mat writhing in pain. And we see a roll up.
Well, Malus and Brandon Paradise are having a debate, and Burton's not even paying attention.
Referee definitely slow on that one, barely getting the 2 count out. And here we see Jon Malus taking the Phantom boot from Hexxon.
Big boot by Hexxon.
Oh, I thought that was it. That Phantom boot of Hexxon's has ended so many matches. Jon Malus able to dig deep from within and kick out before the 3. And Hexxon right back on top of Malus with a front face lock. Just choking the air, making sure Malus can't get a deep breath. The quick tag into Brandon Paradise again. Attacking those exposed ribs of Jon Malus, who can barely stand at this point.
I don't think Al Snow's going to get in this match, Jason.
Side headlock applied by #1 Brandon Paradise, the Charisma Express.
Well, if Jon Malus can't stand, he can't fight. And if Paradise and Hexxon continue to wear him down like this, it's not going to be long before we get a 3 count.
I tell you, tag teams in OSCW better hope that Hexxon and Brandon Paradise don't make this pairing a full-time gig, because if they do, we might have some new tag champs where these 2 guys are working together tonight over at Jon Malus.
Very possible.
Here we see Malus fight back with a couple elbows, Brandon Paradise. Brandon Paradise follows in with that short knee, reminiscent of Jake the Snake Roberts, and he lines the arm up for a side Russian leg sweep.
Very nicely done by Paradise.
Oh, with a back jump from Paradise, followed up by the leg. Jon Malus is laid out. This could be it right here, folks.
Oh, see, Paradise should have hooked a leg right there. Now, Burton should be doing his job and getting Al Snow out of there.
One's got to think, if it wasn't for Al Snow interfering in the pin, that might have been the 3 count. You see the quick tags being utilized again by this team with Brandon Paradise and Hexxon. Hexxon back in the ring now.
Well, I didn't like Paradise's lateral press there at all. But nevertheless,
dragging Jon Malus away from his partner, back into enemy territory.
If I were Paradise, I would pull Jon Malus a little more toward my corner. You know, this is a little bit shorter ring. It's about 16, 17 feet.
And you see the quick tags again. I've lost count of how many tags this team has had. With the headbutt to the side from Hexxon. And a vicious right uppercut, Jon Malus. Jon Malus must be the Iron Man of OSCW to take all this punishment and still be able to function.
Well, I tell you, Paradise and Hexxon might want to think about a permanent pairing here. They look awfully good as a tag team.
And this is just a testament to the fortitude, to the intestinal fortitude, to the testicular fortitude of Jon Malus. Not only able to still stand, but able to function in this match and not go down for the 3 count after all the abuse that he's taken.
Well, Jon Malus is a former hardcore king here in OSCW, so you know he's used to taking punishment. But how much can he take when it's basically 2-on-1 here? Because, I mean, Jon Malus hasn't gotten close to Al Snow since they left the locker room.
What's going on in this match? Jon Malus has been stuck in enemy territory since the bell rang. Brandon Paradise has been throwing everything that he and Hexxon have at Malus, and it's just not enough. Brandon Paradise with the look around.
Look at that.
And the code breaker on Jon Malus, as if he couldn't breathe through his throat that was damaged, as if he couldn't breathe through the bruised ribs. Now his nose may be broken from that move.
Now how many saves is Al Snow going to allow, the referee going to allow from Al Snow without calling for a disqualification? This is ridiculous.
Al Snow frustrated on the ring apron. Al Snow wanting to make a tag. Al Snow wanting to save his partner, but just can't get there. We see Brandon Paradise up in no man's land.
Uh-oh.
Jon Malus. Oh my God!
Oh, I can't believe Malus had the strength to do that. Up until now, I've been highly impressed with the tag team continuity, but Paradise made one mistake, and now
Jon Malus with a superhuman effort to catch Brandon Paradise.
Oh, I don't know.
Al Snow reaching over that top rope.
Al Snow wants it.
Tag
Oh, and he's going to get it.
Snow.
Look out.
Over the top rope. Right hand to Hexxon, right hand to Paradise. Elbow, uppercut. Al Snow is a house of fire as he comes to the ring here. Just throwing right hands to Hexxon. Big elbow, Hexxon goes back.
And this nut, this insane man is in the ring. House of Fire.
And Hexxon doesn't know where he is right now. Al Snow, we see this before. Headbutts.
Paradise, get in there and help.
Hexxon being taken to the woodshed by the hardcore legend Al Snow. Is he calling for the snowplow? I think he might be. He
Looks
pulls
like
Hexxon
it.
up.
Yes.
That's it. The snowplow, Al Snow's signature move.
Forget it. It's over. No, Paradise makes a save. Thank goodness.
Save from Brandon Paradise, pulling Al Snow off of Hexxon. Al Snow now in two-man.
Double team. There you go, boys. Uh-oh.
Double clothesline missed. Double clothesline not missed by Al Snow, who tags in the visibly injured Jon Malus.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What are you looking at, Burton?
Ace crusher.
He hit him with head.
They pull it off, folks. Jon Malus and Al Snow for the win.
Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
Job Squad 3.0 victorious over Hexxon and Brandon Paradise tonight, and you can only see it here on OSCW TV.
He used a foreign object.